I'm Sacho Luis Noguera Serrano, President of the European Buddhist Society, and we are here in Valencia, the home dojo for the school in Europe, and I am sharing with Dojo Cho, Oscar Monsalve, a class regarding what is Kumobito. Kumobito, it's something that when people ask to Ogawa Sensei, later Ogawa Sensei, in his school, when he was asked, he always answered, Kumobito is the key. Then the people never understood what it means because they don't know what is Kumobito, and we are here explaining what is this. Then Kumobito, Kumo comes from spider, and Bito that comes from Hito, that means man. These techniques come from the ancient game of what is the spider battle, what it's called Kumogasen. That is the spider battle, the fights of the spider one against the other, and it's something that the Japanese enjoy in the past. It's a meeting that regards maybe 400 years ago. Then Kumobito, it's a technique, a special study that the idea is to join the upper part of the body with the lower part of the body in defense, making an anchoring the enemy when he is trying to attack me, when he is trying to throw me to the ground. Then, in this way, we were talking about what is this then? Oscar-san, please.
Sensei. What is the main characteristic? What would be the first point or the first issue I would pay attention to understand this technique?
Okay, the first that you need to understand in this technique is that you have to stop the throw, to stop the attack. This is the key, the defense. After the defense, we have to anchor. We have to not only to stop, but anchoring with the upper part of the body and the lower part of the body. Let's see, for example, attack me in something that you think that it's interesting to do, of course. In this Ryo te Kagyotoshi, he is trying to throw me, pulling his both hands and throwing me to the ground. Then from here, the first thing, I have to lower my base in order to be more stable, closer to the ground, and put all my weight in his scapula area here in order to avoid the capability to throw me to the ground. This is the first step that you have to understand, because if I try to do something, whatever here, it will be impossible, because you will throw me and I cannot stop your way to come to me. Then from here, one more time, we stop here very fast. We could enter something that is very interesting in Kumobito, is the action, how you could tear, scratch the face, grab the eye in order to take out, but at the same time, the main characteristic to put this hand and the other hand comes to the leg. By the outer side, I join my hands. And from here I have the anchor. The anchor makes him fall to the ground, okay? I could pass to the side in order to take the other, and I have this control. In this point, it's very important that you start to be so fast. It's to say, you could go here and go to make the shime. You can make the cho here, that is so fast. Also, I have my control in order to grab his ankle here and press in order to have control. And from here, I also could go to the side and have this control. Here, it is impossible to go out. Then I could go lower his shoulder, and I have control of the neck here, because here, in order to break the neck, and moreover, I have this control that is so dangerous. Then the idea is to be so close. There is no gap in order to have the conditions to go out of the technique.
はい、先生。どうもありがとうございました。 I have another question. Maybe the people that are seeing us have the same one. How can I how can I get the difference from common katame no giko from Kumobito?
It's a very nice question. I will explain why. Because katame no giko, of course, it's coming from the Kumobito techniques. But Kumobito has a special study regarding what is this kind of defense against throws and the way you join the hands in order to take control of the upper part. I mean the shoulders, the trunk, the body, and the lower side, is to say the legs. If you take a closest look to this study, you will see that you have control on these things. In other kind of study, for example, if you try to throw me another way, of course I could counter-attack if you do stopping to this side, going to the ground and making some technique. Of course, could be understood when we are in the ground as katame no giko. But Kumobito always, if you make the same throw, the key is I stop, but I join my hands in order to have control. From here, I have the control. I could pass, for example, to the side and continue with so interesting ways to control, but always taking control on both sides of the body, the upper and the lower. Any question more?
Hi. One final question. Is there a way or a rule to join this hand with this leg, or is there any rule to understand this technique?
Also interesting question. You have to notice that, of course, there are some kind of combinations that are not interesting. I explain why. Because some of them, if I have, it doesn't matter where you start. But for example, this kind, it's very difficult because here it's very easy to you to take out this hand. This won't be interesting. But for example, if I pass to this and I have this control, this is a more stronger way to control. For example, if we are in this and I make this control, okay, or for example, in order to the camera take a closest view, from here I have control on this hand and at the same time I have control on the leg here. Then from here it's stronger to hold the control onto your both parts of the body. Okay, then this is a very interesting explanation of what is Kumobito. Kumobito is a special study only taught by Ogawa sensei to the most advanced students, and it's something that we are sharing with you in this preparation for Shiroshi and Sensei that we are having here in the International Budokai Society. And keep attention, please, for the next events that we are having here, because for sure you will be very interested. Thank you very much.